hari-hari esok adalah milik kita.
A group of mostly Indonesian migrant workers stands in formation outside the labor ministry, singing a 90s protest anthem they hope will echo through the walls. It's Sunday, the only day most have off all week, but they've gathered from across Taiwan to make a point.
We are workers. We are workers. We are not slaves.
Hundreds of thousands of migrant workers like these keep Taiwan running, especially its industries. But for many like Anas, now in his 11th year in Taiwan, long hours and physically demanding conditions take a serious toll. Over a decade of moving heavy metal molds without machinery to help has left him in constant pain, with spinal injuries that eventually needed surgery. All his employer offered was some folk treatment and a week off. And when that wasn't enough, he was soon out of a job.
Tetapi anehnya majikan saya tidak mau mengklaim penyakit saya disebabkan kecelakaan kerja. Dan saya membayar sendiri biaya operasi dan pada akhirnya setelah 2 bulan masa pemulihan saya di-PHK dan majikan enggan memberikan saya pesangon dan ganti rugi.
His story isn't unique, these protesters say, and there are more testimonials of workplace injuries and care denied. In the case of Sutar, who also suffered spinal damage, it was a question of who qualifies for support.
Namun, karena saya baru bekerja di Taiwan 7 tahun, dibutuhkan waktu minimal 8 sampai 10 tahun baru diakui sebagai penyakit akibat kerja.
And when Muchsin suffered a severe leg injury on the job, the agency that placed him made sure it was not their problem. Muchsin still struggles to walk after more than 80 rounds of treatment supported by an NGO.
Ketika mau operasi, yang kedua agensi memaksa saya untuk tanda tangan bahwa semua perawatan ditanggung saya sendiri. Perawatan medis, akomodasi, dan makanan. Jika saya tidak mau tanda tangan, maka saya tidak jadi operasi dan dideportasi.
The NGOs gathered in solidarity, from labor rights groups to religious organizations, say these kinds of injuries are preventable, or they would be if the government was more careful about enforcing rules. They say that in contrast to well-policed corporations, the government lets standards slide when it comes to the small and medium-sized companies that hire the bulk of Taiwan's migrant labor. These include rules about safety training and the use of proper safety measures.
他们明明在工厂内发现了问题，但是他们也知道，每当有政府的人员来检查的时候，这些雇主就会开始作假，要么把一些机器的运转设备调到最高功率，要么准备一些文件去应对这些警察。但是实际上，在工厂内进行的事情完全是另一回事。
The protesters have 3 demands. 1, more proactive checks and guidance for smaller companies. 2, more transparent inspections, in which whistleblowers can have lawyers present to make sure there's no fraud. And 3, a special meeting of labor ministry officials to help solve the workplace safety problems migrant workers face. Zhu Wenyong, director of the Occupational Safety Division, says there is a system in place for catching inspection fraud. Inspectors have fined nearly 1,000 companies in the past 3 years, even shutting down work at nearly 200 of them. He says there's a whistleblower hotline with multilingual service, too. When it comes to protesters' demands, though, there is no firm commitment.
检查这边呢，当然是有讨论空间，然后这个讨论空间是有。可以现在来讲的话，它有一个赔钱的机制，也是有专家学者也是有赔钱的机制，这边是现在是有的。然后他会进一步劳工参与这种了解，像这一块的话，当然是有讨论空间。
And the workers here are left unsure of how close they are to getting the protections they believe they deserve. Andy Hsueh and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.